They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice patience.
Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They keep attacking through the air. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here comes the offense on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Nice quick throw.
First down here for the offense. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. He'll keep it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And now the offense just said, oh, you don't think he's going to run it? You're not going to account for him? I'll do that. Great job taking advantage of the numbers. When you're an offense and you have a quarterback that can do this occasionally, it just puts that.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains in the ground.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps of Cadets, the world-famous 12 bands, Lady Reveille, and from early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. These guys have really performed at a high level. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense.
They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a bit...
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a... Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This is a very tough slot.
Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You could feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ball game.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and go for the score. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, get clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jefferson. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking to throw it again. Finds the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
That is going to drive this.
Offense getting set for first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Finds his man. It's Jefferson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Working the middle. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And LSU starting to get that passing attack. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He'll do it himself. LSU will get a first down.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the first down, and he gets it.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers! And line gets set, first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game.
On first down, here comes this offense.
Here we go.
The run from the shotgun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense is still fighting.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Green 25.